What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We are here to review the Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. What season are we on, child? Season 17, episode 5? Is this 4 or 5? I think this is 5. Anyway, let me make sure I'm right. Yes, episode 5. I don't know why I have episode 4 on the title. I'm going to have to change it. But anyway, let's get into it. So, thank you, call me homie. So the episode starts off, I think it's real cute with the whole Dallas theme intro. Let me say something. And I know, like, I'm of a particular age, so certain things I know that I guess other people don't know. But, they have these wonderful, wonderful tools these days that, Google, Chat GPT, all of the things to find the information you need to find. When Cynthia told y'all were going to have a Dallas theme, and they showed us the text was very specific. The text gave specific breakdown of what that meant. She talked about big hair, the colorful, bold. Like, she told y'all what it was. And she told y'all what the theme was. So what upset me is I feel like this could have been cute. I feel like all of those ladies coming to the airport, if those ladies had showed up in their best Dallas inspired outfit, it didn't have to be an 80s outfit. It could have been a Dallas inspired outfit with the big hair. I think that would have been so cute. But the fact that none of them did it, I'm not even mad that they crossed like Dallas and Dynasty and Falcon Crest and all that, because all of it was from that era. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even mad that they got the people wrong. I'm mad that they got the whole thing wrong. It just now Portia was actually close to it. I think out of all of them, I feel like Portia was the closest, including Cynthia, and it was her damn party. I just feel like they could have done better. You guys have glam and hair, and you have all of the things. Like, I just feel like y'all could have done better. But anyway, it is what it is. Then we have, excuse me, Real Housewives of Potomac, come to the front. Real Housewives of Potomac, I need y'all to come to the front. You see how these ladies got on this private jet and they didn't even mention it? They didn't say nothing about it. They didn't bring it up. They didn't act like they never been nowhere before. They didn't act brand new. You see how they just climbed their asses on that plane and got them those chocolate covered strawberries and that salad and that. You see how they did that? This is what I need y'all to do. The next time y'all have an opportunity to fly on a private jet, I'm going to need y'all to act like y'all been somewhere before. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy the experience. I'm not saying that you can't think it's a great experience. I just think that you don't need to make it so obvious that you ain't never done this before. But anyway, second of all, let me go back to that scene with Cynthia, Adrian. I'm going to just say Adrian M because I always say her name wrong. And Phaedra. Adrian, no more Botox. And I loved me some Adrian. Again, I watched the first 2 seasons of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then I stopped until when I started reviewing it for my channel. So I started doing YouTube 5 years ago. So I missed about 4 seasons. So when I left, she was on the show. When I came back, she was gone. And I heard that some stuff went down with her that wasn't real cool, but I didn't see it. But when I left, I really liked her. I never forget that her husband was getting on her nerves, baby. Her husband was getting on her nerves in that first season. Oh, he irritated her soul. But Mayloff, Mayloof, I always say wrong. Never mind. Just Adrian M. So all right. So Adrian was the shrink. Yeah. But baby, stop with the Botox. Like, I get it. We don't, I get it. Y'all do all of the things to y'all face to stop it. But Adrian, it was just a lot going on in the Botox situation. But either way, Cynthia is going to be basically pairing up with a tequila company that belongs to Adrian. I'm sure it's one of her companies with her family or whatever. And so that's what this whole trip to Dallas is about. And that's great. I'm here for Cynthia. I'm here for her getting all of the links up and stuff like that. I know who her husband is, but he got on her damn nerves. You go back to season 1 of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, baby. She was so over him. I remember the big finale season 1. Well, that wasn't the big finale, but was her. Remember, she had her shoe line. But anyway, it wasn't just. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't just Botox, but I'm just saying all that stuff she had going on her face. So the ladies, they get to Dallas, and clearly the house that they're staying in is way, way, way outside the city limits of Dallas. Oh, let me rewind to the plane. Pinky and Angela talk about bankruptcies, and can I? Well, no, we're going to get to Miss Pinky Call at the end of this episode, but at the beginning of this episode, when they were on the plane, all I could think was, girl, you are telling people way too much of your business, and I feel like are going bending over backwards to get people to understand your financial situation. Here's the thing. You can't pull people close and slap them away at the same time. And what I mean by that is you can't want to be a sympathetic figure where you're telling people, oh, this is what happened. My business, they took advantage of me. People were stealing from me, blah, 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 blah. And then turn it around and be like, but I'm this bad bitch. I'm the baddest bitch. I'm the baddest of the baddest of the bad. Like, you can't have it both ways. If you want sympathy from people, you have to present yourself as a sympathetic person. And at the beginning of this, I feel like you were going way too deep into explaining about the bankruptcy and why you filed this, but you couldn't file that. And you set your business up, but you weren't paying yourself. First of all, that's business 101. And I don't even have a multi-million-dollar business. And I know that. I know that you pay yourself. You set yourself up on a, like, how did nobody tell you to do that? I don't understand, Pinky, how you are this bad girl and you got all these businesses and you had all this income and you got all this money, yet nobody told you how to set up your business so that you paying yourself. So now on paper, you don't have an income, which is why it looks like you broke, but you're really not broke. You really gave us too much information. And I don't feel like we needed all of that. First of all, the fact that you already done told these women that you filed a bankruptcy, I feel like is enough. The fact that you have to keep talking about it, I don't, who are you trying to convince? And then Angela explained her situation, which we kind of already knew. Okay, Angela, you lost the houses. And she said, look, I paid for them out of pocket. I don't owe nobody. It is what it is. I did file bankruptcy because I tried to save one of the houses, but ultimately I just decided to let them go. And I can respect it. Like, you listen, we talked about this before. A lot of entrepreneurs, everything don't strike gold. And she said people told her she was doing it wrong. She didn't want to listen to nobody, and she lost. At the end of the day, she lost her own money. It was a lesson learned. Her husband still loves her. Her husband still supports her. He got her. He got her back. It is what it is. I don't understand why, and we're gonna get to that later. The fact that her and Angela were having this great conversation on the plane on the way to Dallas, I just don't understand how it got so bad at the end. But we'll get there. I love Pinky, but she seems like she doesn't listen, or maybe she's headstrong. I think it's a little bit of both. I think she doesn't listen, which is probably part of the reason why she's in the situation that she's in. Yeah, we'll get to that. So the other conversation on the plane was Drew and this black situation. Listen, I don't care. And I know I'm supposed to care as a reviewer. I know I got to pretend like I care. But can I tell you that I don't really give a damn? Listen, I stopped caring about Drew and Black when she had that man on a FaceTime for 5 hours. Because I still don't understand what the purpose of that was. I don't understand why. I don't understand the purpose. I don't understand what we're supposed to be doing with that. And then you try to throw it on K. Michelle talking about something. Oh, well, you know Black. K. Michelle was like, I don't know that man. I don't know that man. I know that man slid in my DMs. That's what I know. But I don't know him. I never responded to his DMs. I don't know him. So I feel like Drew always be playing that passive aggressive shit, talking about some, well, you know Black. No, I don't. Then we found out that K. Michelle doesn't have a prenup. Listen. Listen, this is what I'm going to say about that. Y'all have got to stop acting like relationships end the way they start. And I understand nobody gets married to get divorced, but the reality of the situation is sometimes relationships end. Unfortunately, it just happens sometimes. And you say that the man never wanted nothing from you. He don't have social media. He's a dentist. He got his own. He don't need me, blah, 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 blah. Y'all going to get enough of thinking that relationships end the way they start. But moving right along. You said, I think Drew has no friends within this cast. I think her and Angela are cool. Y'all said K. Michelle acted like she knew him. Well, maybe that's why Drew felt the way she felt. But on tonight's episode, she said she ain't know that man. You know. Right, especially a man that you basically had to give an ultimatum in order to marry you, child. So then they go to a rest stop because K. Michelle has to go to the bathroom and they get snacks. And this is the kind of stuff that I say about Shamia that I just can't with Shamia. You literally stood in the middle of that gas station and sprayed your legs wide and squatted and proceeded to talk about how you need to get a cup to pee in so you don't have to touch the bathroom because you know the bathrooms aren't clean at the rest stop. Did you need to do it in the middle of the gas station to show people how to squat over the toilet though? Like, we are all grown as women. You think we don't know how to go into a bathroom and assess the situation and decide what we need to do? Most women, I can't speak for all women. I'm gonna just say most women put the toilet paper down or put the little sheet over the toilet or squat. Most of us know how to do that. Most of us do that. Now, I know that some of us, sometimes maybe we don't. That's a personal decision, you know? But if you really felt that serious about it, you could have done that. You could have went in the bathroom and did that. But why did you feel the need to do that in the middle of the damn? I just see that's the kind of shit that would embarrass the fuck out of me, and I would walk away from you. That is the kind of shit that would embarrass I literally will walk away from you. I will literally walk away from you. And I take back what I said. Cynthia's outfit, okay. Cynthia's outfit was a little more 80s than I originally gave her credit for. It was. And Phaedra's hair, not her outfit. Her outfit wasn't giving it, but her hair was. Okay. So I'm gonna give some people an honorable mention. Okay. That's why you carry the travel size Lysol wipes, Shamia. I love the lemon scented ones. Was the purpose of that scene to make Shamia look ghetto? My thing is they can only show what you give them. You can they can't make her look ghetto if she ain't doing ghetto shit. I'm sorry. They can only show what you give them. So then we get to the house. Like I said, it looked like they was riding around for about 2 hours. Now, I don't know what part of Dallas y'all was staying in, but clearly it wasn't, what part of Texas y'all was staying in, but clearly it wasn't Dallas. If you had to ride 2 hours away from the airport, you clearly are not in Dallas. But it was a beautiful house, out wherever they were. They looked like they were on some sort of ranch or something along those lines. Yes, Chuck, it was in the middle of the gas station, honey. Buc-ee's is no joke about their bathroom. You know who else bathrooms are generally clean when I go in? Is it Racetrack? It's Racetrack, or what's the other one, y'all, down south? It's Racetrack, and it's another one that's like those big what is the other one? It's Racetrack and it's something else. I've never been to a Buc-ee's. And I said I was going to drive to the Buc-ee's as they opened up down in Virginia last summer. But the QT and the Buc-ee, the QT and the Racetrack are usually pretty decent. Loves are hit or miss. I've been in some Loves that are clean, and I've been in some Loves that needed some attention. But I think most bathrooms at some point in time, when you have people constantly coming in and out, I think most bathrooms need some attention at some point in time. But I'm going to go this summer. I said I was going to do it last year, but the lines were so long because it had just opened. I'm going to take me a road trip because it's about 2 hours from my house. I'm going to take me a road trip to that Buc-ee's this summer. One day this summer while I'm on Christmas summer break, I'm going to take me a ride to that Buc-ee's. Hold on, y'all. I knew I forgot to take my medicine. Okay, I keep saying y'all saying Buc-ee's. Okay, I can't wait because I'm definitely going to go down there. But anyway, with that being said, I just think it's a personal decision. We all know how to walk into a bathroom and assess what we need to do. But I also know there have been times, I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. Y'all know I do a lot of road trips. I drive a lot. I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. There have been times when I have had to use a bathroom that is nasty. You know why? Because the alternative is me peeing on myself. So I'm sorry. Sometimes I've had to just squat. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. No, I'm not. Because then y'all going to be like, "Ooh, really be so nasty. She's so nasty. She's so nasty." I'm going to just leave it at, there have been times when, yes, I've just had to squat and hope I don't touch nothing. But the alternative is what? Because I gotta go. Anyway, moving right along. So they do a walkthrough of the property. I said I was going to do Buc-ee's, probably go early Saturday morning. Yeah, I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna probably do it during the week, so it may not be as much traffic. But I'm gonna do it this summer. I may call you, Cheryl. We ride. We could do a road trip. We could do a quick little road trip. If I plan it, I'll call you. If I just wake up one day and decide to go, I can't promise that. But if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go this week, I'll give you a call, girl. We'll figure it out. Ooh. All right. Okay, so they did a quick walkthrough of the house, and then we sit down to do the rooms. Now, y'all already know that when it comes to these road trips, these girl trips, y'all know the room situation is the bane of my existence. I can't stand it. I cannot stand that these grown-ass women make such a big deal about having the best room in a fucking mansion. Now, I'm not going to say that because some of these girl trips, I understand why people felt some kind of way about their room. I mean, as much as I ain't a big fan of Robin and Giselle, they have definitely gotten some bad rooms over the years. But they've gotten bad rooms over the years because people don't like you because you're nasty. I definitely understand people who feel some kind of way about a bunk bed situation. I got it. You grown. Who the hell wants to get in a bunk bed as a grown woman? I got that. But as it relates to this particular house and this particular situation, Shamia and Kelly got on my nerves. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, Cynthia, sometimes I need you to just spit shit out and just say it. Like the fact that you was hemming and hawing as you was doing those room assignments kind of gave the impression that, I get it. You was trying to be dramaful or whatever. But girl, just spit it out. You gave Pinky the house by herself. Great, fine, whatever. You gave Kelly and Shamia the guest house by themselves. And then the rest of the ladies got to pick their room inside of the main house. Let me say something. Number one, Cynthia, you could have just said, I chose the newbies. Now, I know Angela technically is a newbie too, but I think your point was valid to say, look, Shamia and Kelly, y'all are cool. We know y'all are good friends in real life. We know that y'all are like, freaking frack or whatever. I'm going to give y'all the room by the house to yourself so y'all can do y'all best, do y'all thing. Y'all got the pool down there. It's whatever. Pinky wasn't complaining about her room. She was fine with her situation. If y'all had gotten to that room, and I'm talking about y'all as in Kelly and Shamia, the fact that y'all were in y'all feelings about that, I really don't understand why y'all are mad. I truly don't understand why y'all are mad. Y'all really are friends in real life. Like, y'all really are friends in real life. And y'all probably would have been hanging together the whole time anyway. So the fact that Cynthia gave y'all the pool house, what you mad about? Like, somebody got it. Like, everybody can't sleep in the main house. There are not enough bedrooms. That is what this shit is about. Now, if y'all had gotten to that house and it really, truly needed to be clean, the reason why I know the house wasn't as bad as y'all tried to make the house out to be, because y'all ain't say shit. Because the reality is, if the house wasn't clean to your standard, that's fair. Then you call Cynthia and say, Cynthia, do you think you could get them people to come back through here? And because the house, it need a little more attention down here. These bathrooms, the shower, it need a little bit more attention down here. I don't think it was that bad. I mean, I know they showed us the comforter with the stain and all that stuff. I just don't think it was because it seemed like the later it got, the dirtier that house seemed to get. Right, Chuck. They were mad before they even went in that house. They were mad before they even went into that house, right? I just don't get it. Like, I feel like some people, they're going to find something to complain about. Had y'all put them in the main house and let Portia and Phaedra had that house, then it would have been like, oh, so y'all going to get freaking fracked the house? They got a whole house to themselves. I just feel like I feel like there's certain people you just you wouldn't have been able to make them happy, right? And then to say that the house was too dirty to take a shower to get dressed for dinner. Really? Really? It was too dirty to get dressed for dinner? But again, you didn't call nobody. You didn't call Cynthia. You didn't call the house manager. Because when you stay in houses like that, when they're on that level of you have a concierge. I've stayed in situations like that before. You have a whole concierge. That the owner gave y'all a whole walkthrough. You mean to tell me you didn't know who to call if y'all like who did y'all call if y'all needed more towels? Who did y'all call if y'all needed more toilet paper in the bathroom? There was a phone. You could have picked up the phone and made a phone call and said, "Hey." But the fact that it was pitch black outside before y'all even called Cynthia to tell her anything, y'all called Cynthia 20 minutes before dinner. You mean to tell me that everybody had time to get glam, take a shower, get dressed, and do all the things they needed to do before dinner, and y'all waited until 20 minutes before dinner was supposed to start to say, "Hey, we need some attention down here at this house." That's how I know that's not what it was really about. You was just mad because I feel like Cynthia couldn't win. And I hate when the fact that Portia had to be the voice of reason. That's how you know how bad it was. Because the first thing that Portia said was, "Did you call Cynthia? Like did they call Cynthia and tell Cynthia?" But you hadn't even called her. So because once you called Cynthia immediately went to get it rectified. The fact that I hate is that it was a conversation the whole fucking night. Because I already hate fighting over these rooms. And the fact that it was the conversation for the rest of the night, it irritated my soul. Now, let me get to you, Miss Pinky Cole, Papa Smurf. Baby, Angela ate you up and spit you out. I'm sorry. I know you thought you ate, but you didn't. Angela chewed you up and spit you out. But anyway. And then K. Michelle, your glam didn't come, yet you stayed on camera the whole night. I don't like doing nothing if I don't look right, and my glam wasn't here. Pinky was like, "Girl, I can get somebody on the phone for you. You want me to call glam? I can get some glam here." Nah, I want my glam to come. Well, your glam ain't here. And again, it's not like you stayed in your bedroom and nobody saw you. You literally were on camera. You went down to the pool house. You took some liquor down there. You literally filmed a whole scene at the pool house. Then when they got to arguing, you literally took your ass up there to be nosy. And once again, you were on camera. Ma'am, that was dumb to me. If you didn't want to film that, go to dinner because you didn't have your glam together, you still filmed. So what was the difference between you sitting by the pool with some Jack Daniels and your vape? Wasn't that a vape? I thought I saw her with a vape, but maybe I didn't. With your Jack Daniels, what's the difference between that and you taking your ass up there to dinner and having dinner with the ladies? Like, yeah, I'm not with K on this one. Yeah, I know I like me some K Michelle, but I can't. This one, okay, no, ma'am. And she looked right, and she looked cute. Like, anyway, so down by the pool, K Michelle, Kelly, and Shamia, they have a moment with Kelly. Kelly's talking about, now this is around the time when her husband did that press conference. We did a live about it when he's suing Bravo and all of that. And again, they don't let Kelly break the fourth wall because twice on tonight's episode, she talked about the fact that she can't bring her daughters on camera. She can't bring her daughters on camera. She talked about how her husband is, filed this lawsuit and, how life is just so bad. Life is just life. Life is just life. Notice how Kate didn't face the camera once they came to dinner. But her face was on camera though. You know what I mean? Like your face is still on camera. Like, girl, you're still on camera. But anyway, listen. as much as I'm not a big Kelly fan, I'm sure that it has to be a lot. You dealing with all of the things that you have to deal with your husband, your ex-husband, I should say. He done filed a lawsuit against your employer. You know, all of the things that you had to go through. Like, I get it. It's a lot. Yeah, K Michelle is definitely insecure. Yeah, she's definitely an insecure woman. Um, um, so that was a moment. So we get upstairs to dinner, and Pinky. Here's the thing I haven't figured out with Pinky Cole. I haven't figured out if Pinky Cole is really this nosy and in everybody else's business, or if she's trying to make a moment and get screen time. That I haven't figured out yet because I don't know her. But you had gone down to the pool house and you had these in-depth conversations with K Michelle. You had had these in-depth conversations with Shamia and with Kelly, to the point where you were kind of grilling Cynthia. So what was your intention? What was your intention with these room assignments? I mean, it seemed like it was like shady. I mean, was that your intention for it to be shady, or was it just? And I was like, who the fuck? Who put you in charge of the girls, Pinky? Like, girl, it's your first girls trip. If you don't go sit down somewhere and just enjoy your vegan dinner, because at the end of the day, they know what it is. They do girl trips all the time. I mean, well, they did them last year. They know what it gives. They just complaining to be complaining because they just whatever. They know what it gives. And I felt like Pinky Cole coming at Cynthia and questioning Cynthia about her intentions, and questioning her about, well, what were you doing? Like, what was the intent behind it? Like, why would you do that? Like, I was like, who the fuck put you in charge? And Cynthia was kind of like, okay. And then even with that argument with her and Angela, you kind of came at Angela. I mean, yeah. Because Angela was like, it just seemed like you have a tone. Like, she was like, what you mean? What? Because I'm not intimidated by you, bitch. And they were like, bitch. Like, how did we get to bitch? Like, it seemed like it went from there to there. Like, how do we get that? And it just seemed like it escalated. It went from 0 to 100, and she was just coming for Angela. And Angela was like, girl, it wasn't even that serious. Like, it wasn't even that serious. And it was so confusing because I was like, how did we? I felt like Deborah Cox. How did we get here? Like, it seemed like it escalated real quick. And Angela was just like, and then she was just like, I should have bought your foreclosed houses. I got money. I this, I that. But did y'all hear what I heard when she was arguing with Angela about the money and the business and the finances? Did y'all peep when she said, my husband got plenty of money? What about your money? Because I heard you had to throw your husband in that. My husband got plenty of money. Oh, it's your husband now. Because before it was, I got it. I could buy everybody. I could do this. I could do that. Now it's my husband got it, though. Right. Shamia, you're right. Now, Shamia's been on plenty of girl trips. She know what it gives. She know what it gives. But what I will say is, baby, Angela ate your ass up because you tried to come for Aunt Baby when she said, well, what would you be? Well, you need a new lace front, and you need to do something about them veneers. And what she say? She said lace front, veneers, and something about her lashes. She said, oh, but you borrowed my lash glue. But you borrowed my eyelash glue, right? That's baby, when she said, well, where would you be without that lace front, them veneers, and them eyelashes? She said, still with my husband. I said, bitch. I said, you better tell it, Angela. Angela said, still with my husband. She said she looked like a Damon. I don't think she got her with that because nobody. See, here's the thing. The reference has to be to a point where, like, if the whole table had been like, oh shit, but the whole table was like, who's Damon? What's Damon? Like, if the reaction, if she didn't get her with that, in my opinion, SCK, because nobody got the joke. Nobody got the joke. Baby, when she said something about Angela's veneers and Angela said something about her incestuous teeth, I would have been done after that. There's no more left. I got nothing. She said your incestuous teeth. I would have been like, I quit. I quit. I quit. And then when Pinky got up, like she was going to walk away, and Angela was like, oh, you leaving now? Oh, you going to leave? Oh, you leaving? And Pinky was like, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to sit back down. She was like, okay, girl, that's not a flex. Either you leaving or you not. That's not a flex. Either you leaving or you not. Right. When she said Damon, like, nobody got it. Nobody got it. So I mean, for me, again, maybe, I can't speak for y'all. For me, it didn't land. Like, when you giving a read, baby, that thing gotta land. Like, if it don't land, it's kind of like, what? It's like when Phaedra say shit and people be like, what? It's kind of like that. Hold on. I'm trying to scroll up. Oh, okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, Pinky Cole got a couple of in. Now, don't get me wrong. She got a couple in. But it was just, I feel like, I just feel like Pinky's, she took it from 0 to 100. And I feel like Angela met her energy and to the point where they kind of had to do a reset. Angela was like, look, girl, I wasn't really coming for you, but your energy was real defensive, like, and they kind of had to do a whole reset and kind of start over, Now, I don't know what Angela was talking about the person in the basement. I don't know what Angela was talking about with that. But what I will say is, I remember last season, Angela dropped a couple of them things, and then we came to find out later on that Angela knew what the hell she was talking about. So I don't know what Angela's talking about the wife in the basement or something like that. Something about wife in the basement. I don't know nothing about that. But I think Pinky was truly hurt that Angela came at her for her business failures after Pinky was vulnerable about it. But Pinky started it. Like, my thing is, Angela was basically what Angela was trying to say to Pinky is your tone. You have a way of saying stuff that can be off-putting, your tone. And Pinky took it to 100. Pinky started it. And then Pinky called that woman a bitch. Like, she's talking about something, it's a term of endearment. The word bitch is one of those things where if you don't know somebody well enough to know how they feel about that word, that's not a word you can just throw around. Like, I'm one of the people that be like, bitch. Like, but when I'm around a new group of people and I don't know how that word, how people take that word, I know I can't just throw that word around. I have friends that are like, I know not to say it to them because it offends them. And I know that about them. So for you to call her a bitch, you don't know her well enough. You don't know how she was going to take that or how. So in my opinion, Pinky escalated that. And yeah, Angela went there. She sure did. Angela went there. But I feel like both of them went there. Right. Look at Quake. Quake said the word bitch equals the N-word to me. Right. So like me and Quake meet in real time, in real life. I can't say that to her because it's offensive. And I know that. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't. Now, of course, if you mean it in a way to be offensive, and in my opinion, the way Pinky said it like, bitch. I didn't hear endearment from her. She said it like she was calling Angela a bitch. That's why the whole table reacted. All of them reacted. All of them was like, bitch. Because the way she said it. Vintage said, I never use it as a term of endearment. Right. Right. It was meant to be offensive. She absolutely meant it to be offensive. So I feel like her coming back saying that she didn't mean it that way, I think that was her kind of backpedaling and pussy popping a little bit. Because you meant that thing. Exactly. She meant it exactly the way she said it. She meant it exactly the way she said it. Hold on, y'all. And my thing is, you can't hit me and then tell me how hard to hit you back. So I don't think Angela was wrong for going where Angela went. Because Pinky started it. Like, Pinky came at Angela first. And she did. She kept saying it. She sure did. She kept saying it. I just don't understand why Pinky came off so hard. Like, you really, like, what Angela said did not warrant your response, you know? But she learned Angela ain't the one or the two. Angela gonna give you, listen, Angela gonna go tit for tat with you. Backpedaling, right, Chuck? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, by this time, Kelly done came up there, Shamia done came up there, K. Michelle done came up there because they heard them arguing, honey, and they wanted to be nosy and hear what was going on. And then before you know it, like I said, Pinky and Angela sort of did a reset, and Angela went back to what she was saying to begin with, which was, your tone comes off offensive. You like, that's how your tone came off. And they were right back where they started. But it looks like they at least brought the temperature down, because both of them, in my opinion, hit below the belt. Both of them said some stuff that was below the belt. So I'm glad that they sort of kind of came back around and sort of did a reset. Like, I appreciate that. Oh, excuse me. And that was pretty much the episode. It looks like from the previews for next week that Shamia and Kelly are going to still be talking about that damn pool house. And I'm sick of it already. I'm sick. I was sick of it on this episode, and I damn sure know I don't want to sit through another episode of them complaining about that room. I can't. I can't do it. I believe that Pinky will think twice about coming for Angela again. And I'm not saying that Angela's above reproach. Just know that if you coming for her, just be ready. That's all. Yeah, Kelly said that that Angela has a wife in the basement, but just don't know about it, child. Because I don't even know what the hell Angela was talking about when she said something about a wife in the basement. I said, oh, I don't know what she talking about, child. Kelly is a confessional gangster. Yeah, her confessionals are good. They are. I ain't gonna lie, they are. Drew gave nothing again. Child, Drew tried to come for K. Michelle. I think that fell flat with that whole black thing. Drew, just girl, you better just listen. You need this paycheck. You know. Do what you gotta do, baby. Do what you gotta do, because you need this little paycheck. But anyway, that's pretty much it, you guys. Phaedra ain't give nothing either, child. Phaedra don't have nothing to give. Don't forget, tomorrow night, the Whether You Like It or Not panel is on my channel. So we'll be here at 8:30-ish tomorrow. Sorry, y'all. My back is itchy. We'll be here 8:30-ish. 8:30-ish. Thank you, SCK. Thank you, boo. Shamir is going to mess around and lose her husband because that man acts like he definitely does not like her. And I think he doesn't get son. He out of there. Yep. All right, you guys. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.